This is the first ever episode of Humming Critically, where we talk about, what do we talk about,
We just talk about stuff, gaming and like entertainment and stuff.
entertainment. And
Yeah.
that's crazy. You know what? I don't know what I'm saying. Nah, bro. Okay. We can't leave that in. I can't leave that in, bro. Um, I feel like we should just start with this is the first episode of Humming Critically. Did you know I had a podcast before this actually?
Did you?
Yeah, it was called Criticast. Like I would just go on stream and talk to people, but then
That's crazy.
and then yeah, I became
Yeah,
irrelevant. So I can't do
that's
that anymore.
crazy.
But this
Before,
is going to be different because sorry, I cut you off.
it's fine. Keep going.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be crazy because that little video I made interviewing you, it just it made such an impression on me. I was like, dude, we should make a podcast. I'm so
Hell
glad
yeah.
you agreed.
Anytime, anything for a friend.
We're friends?
Yeah.
Do you
Good friends even.
do you really mean that, man?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Before that Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, I didn't have that much going for me. But I'm playing. I'm playing. Nah, dude. But that Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, dude. Like, on a serious note, what do you think about that? What do you think about it?
It blew me away. It totally blew me away. I was in awe by everything they shown in that trailer and like honestly, like I have been suffering pretty bad depression for the past 10 years, and when I saw that trailer, let me tell you, all of that just went away.
That's
Like I'm a
crazy.
new man.
You're a new man. I feel like a lot has happened. In I think it was announced 3 days ago. Yeah, it was only announced 3 days ago, but it feels like it's been 5 years already. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I have
The
watched
wait's
that
been,
trailer. The wait's been too long.
yeah.
I've watched that trailer more than 200 times by now. It's kind of sickening. But
The music
oh my god, I was
in that
about to
trailer,
say that, dude. Oh my god.
it's amazing. Yoko, ah,
Oh my god, dude. I really like the new direction it's going. Like the more
yeah.
serious tone. Because if you remember the first trailer, the first real trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, it was all like laughs and giggles, and it was like showing off like I don't fucking remember, but it was like it was showing off like form changes, I think, for the first
And
time.
attractions.
Yeah, and it showed attraction. Everything was like happy and
Like,
shit, but this one is like holy shit. Oh,
yeah, and
dude,
I'm gonna be honest.
Strelitzia, dude.
Exactly. Like this is the first time in a main numbered title. That's crazy.
And dude, the thing is, like, we hear her voice. Like, she's never had a voice actor, and like,
Yeah.
I accepted her Japanese voice actor. I hope they find a good voice actor for the English,
Yeah.
but I accepted that as her voice immediately. I was also gonna say how what is it? She like, I forgot what I was gonna say. If I'm gonna be honest, fuck.
Let me be honest. This is what a friend of ours said.
Hmm.
You know, this is a Kingdom Hearts game, not for Kingdom Hearts fans, but for Final Fantasy fans, because of the direction it's going in. It's just
Mm,
like
okay,
everything
okay.
is just way more
Listen, Kingdom Hearts
new.
3 was like, did you I understand why they did everything that they did for Kingdom Hearts 3 because there's barely any story, right? Throughout
Yeah.
them like majority of the game up until the last 5 hours in the Keyblade graveyard, right? And in my head I was like, okay, if I'm fucking Tetsuya Nomura doing copious amounts of fucking drugs trying to make Kingdom Hearts 4, but I need to finish Xehanort's story. I don't want to pull a fucking Game of Thrones and just completely ruin the story, just to be able to move on to the next thing. So, like, the story he gave for Kingdom Hearts 3 was good, but it came at the cost of not doing the fun side stuff that all the other Kingdom Hearts games
Yeah.
did. And I really do understand why he did that because like there was the DLC fixed that, right? The
Yeah.
DLC is what should have been a part of the original game. It's just like he really wanted to move on from the Dark Seeker saga.
Exactly. The just the moment Yuzuru was revealed, like I knew
Yeah,
this series
exactly.
would be taking a turn for the best.
Exactly. And the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 with like the ending itself, like for being a Kingdom Hearts game was really good, but for being Kingdom Hearts 3, I still understand why people think it's like meh, you know?
Yeah.
But this game, Kingdom Hearts 3, was also a game that was trying to get new fans for the franchise. Because there are those people out there that have obviously known about Kingdom Hearts, but they just literally don't want to play the older games. So that's why the
Yeah.
majority of Kingdom Hearts 3 is like, not that much story until the end.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I think like this game is gonna be for people who are already acquainted with the series and like
Exactly.
already know what's going on.
Exactly. And like I said, like if Kingdom Hearts 3 was your first game, you're going to get into it and you're going to like because of Kingdom Hearts 4, you're going to want to continue the story, so you're going to have to understand the previous story. And I just remembered what I wanted to say before. I'm pretty sure every first teaser or first trailer for a Kingdom Hearts game has never had voice acting. Even the
Yeah, and
Remind DLC, the trailer for that didn't have voice acting in the trailer.
yeah, and that's crazy how like Sterlitzia is like voice acted now.
Dude, I low key I want to see what she looks like in the like the Kingdom Hearts 3 art style because
Yeah,
she looks dude.
looks gorgeous.
I I low key didn't like Sora's design the first time I watched the trailer, but then when it
I
got to
loved it.
gameplay,
Like the moment that they showed him in the trailer, I squealed. Like I was in
dude,
love with it already.
I was shocked. I was like, no, this isn't Kingdom Hearts. I was more confused. I was like, I don't know. I went through the 7 stages of like fucking grief or denial or whatever. It was crazy though.
Yeah, that shit was insane. Like the whole because I wasn't expecting it, and then let's be honest, like when that tweet came out from one of the attendees at the event, that was like the shot heard around the world for the whole
Dude,
community. Because we went
I
insane when that tweet dropped.
I was streaming it, right? I got to 4 a.m. I couldn't go any longer. I went to sleep, wake up at 6 a.m., and I realized, oh, I woke up an hour early. I wake up at 7:01, dude. I had a timer. I had an alarm. I wake up at 7:01. The first tweet I read, Kingdom Hearts 4 is real. Sterlitzia's in it. It's a very serious. And I'm like, what the fuck are they saying,
Oh my
bro? I
gosh,
couldn't like conceive that. Um, and then, dude, oh my god, it was.
dude.
It's just so
I
good.
I was in my space, of course, like on
Mhm.
Twitter that was blowing up at the time,
Mhm.
and like dude, when that tweet dropped, like we were for so those like if you know about the 3 hour embargo for like the Kingdom Hearts news that like no one could tweet about the event for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we were just we were just hanging out and talking about random stuff. I was doing my "you're done" and like in my Yuzora voice,
Yeah.
and like the moment that tweet came out, we all just halted all the shit we were doing and we're like, dude, look at this tweet. Look at this tweet. And everyone was sharing it and it was insane. Like and that was it was insane because like we all believed it at the first sight of it.
Yeah.
Like we had no doubts. And I was just from that moment I was just unbridled excitement. I was really excited for it. And then the
I
trailer dropped. Oh my God, the
I
excitement.
think everyone in their heads thought that the next Kingdom Hearts game was just going to be the same style as Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
3,
I
right?
thought the same
Because
too.
because that's how Kingdom Hearts 1, like that's how all the previous games did. They just reused the same art style in order to reuse assets, which is really smart, Because if
Yeah.
you're going to like if you're going to reuse like Aladdin's world for 8 games, right? It just makes sense to
Yeah.
keep the same art style, really use it, make the game development faster, right? So when they were making Kingdom Hearts 3 and making everything from scratch, everyone was obviously assuming the next game was just going to keep the same art style so they could not only just reuse like assets, but it's just like an easier process overall. But they really, like, it's been only 2 years, dude,
Yeah,
since actually, no, I think it's been
they really raised
3.
the bar with this art style. Like it looks just like FF like 15 too.
Exactly.
And
And it's obvious why he's doing that. He's trying to get
yeah.
the Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
versus
versus
13.
13 story out there. Yeah.
And I appreciate Nomura for that because he's just doing what he wants and what he knows the fans want.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's
He's
and the people who say like, "Oh, this isn't Kingdom Hearts story," it's like, okay, then what else could
Yeah,
have been the
it's
story?
a new
Like, let's say
saga.
he didn't implement the Versus 13 story. Like, what else could he have done? You know?
Yeah. Exactly. Like it was the perfect time to do exactly what he wanted to do.
Hmm.
And like I'm happy about that because that's everything I've wanted in this series and it's what we're getting.
I'm honestly surprised Disney is kind of allowing this.
That
Because
means maybe one day we might even get that Kingdom Hearts Dissidia. Like that's crazy to think about.
yeah, because I just realized Sora's in Smash. Everyone said Sora can't be in Smash because of Disney, but they allowed it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the the main reason why they couldn't get Sora into Smash was because of that fucking Mickey head keychain.
Yeah.
Because they censored Donald and Goofy, so it's like that's understandable. But damn, dude, I really wonder what Tetsuya Nomura did to like allow Disney to give the okay for this.
Yeah, man, like he must have brought them big bucks
With Kingdom
for
Hearts
that
3.
because
Yeah,
like
no, I bet
yeah,
he's like, I don't know. He's probably like, the Star Wars thing, right? I feel like
yeah,
we talked about that
yeah.
in the joke video, but that like that's probably why Disney said like gave him the okay, because like now they can use more
Exactly. Like
Disney
we can get
movies.
live action Disney worlds in this series. And that's
Exactly.
great to hear. Cause like I'm tired I'm not gonna I'm gonna be honest about to you.
Hmm.
I'm tired of the same like few worlds that we're always getting like Olympus and like
Olympus
Agrabah.
is a staple world though. Like that
Yeah,
world is
but
like,
it's been in like almost every Kingdom Hearts game in some way or form.
yeah. Which actually
And
it's gonna be in Kingdom Hearts 4 because of the
yeah.
end of the trailer.
Hades. Speaking of that, yeah, it's Hades, right? That's at the
Yeah,
end of
that was
that trailer.
100% Hades. I was gonna also bring this up about that whole segment. I was watching the Gamers Joints video like analysis of the trailer, and so it turns out that the whole trailer is running real time in Unreal Engine 4, but they're gonna upgrade to Unreal Engine 5. I'm gonna come back to that later, but the game like the models for Donald and Goofy look better.
Yeah,
So
like look, even if they do happen to revert back to the Cage 3 art style,
it's still
it's
gonna
gonna look
look
way
good.
better. Yeah, it's gonna
Exactly.
look amazing because it's gonna look way closer to the CGI cutscenes and
Hmm.
everything, which I'm really excited for.
I
Like,
feel like it's the lighting that's real, because Kingdom Hearts 3 has like decent lighting, but it's
yeah,
kind of like it's kind of
kind of like,
static.
yeah,
Dude, I'm telling you, Kingdom Hearts 3 is literally just a beta for Kingdom Hearts 4.
yeah,
And it's
definitely.
like sure that sounds like a joke, but that's exactly what this is. Like just like how they took everything from Kingdom Hearts 1 and improved it for Kingdom Hearts 2, that's what's happening with 3 to 4.
Yeah, and that's really exciting to hear, honestly.
Would you have rather had the game be called Verum Rex, or
Well,
is
here's the
Kingdom Hearts
thing about
4 good?
Verum Rex. No, because here's the thing about Verum Rex. I remember reading an interview once about Nomura saying like, "Oh, was he gonna make Verum Rex or Kingdom Hearts 4?"
Hmm.
And he said he made Kingdom Hearts 4 because he wants to let people know how Sora's doing because everyone's worried about him. So what
Right.
I think Nomura's gonna do is Kingdom Hearts 4 is like gonna come out as is. It's gonna be about Sora, like his journey in Quadratum
I
and
think Yazor is
Strelitzia and
still gonna be
everything.
in it. Like he
Yeah, me
can't
too.
not have Yazor in it.
Yeah, I think Yozora gonna be in there, definitely. But I think a full Yozora game is gonna come out later, and that's gonna be Vermarex.
That's genius, yeah.
Yeah,
And honestly, like it could. The thing I was thinking about was like, well, if they already let us explore all of Quadratum, if they already give us a giant ass story in Quadratum as Sora, right? There's obviously going to be other playable characters, fingers crossed.
definitely.
But like
Riku,
yeah, Riku. I'm thinking Yuzora because like based off of what you said, like it sounds like he wants to give Verum Rex, like he wants to create the game of Verum Rex in which we see the trailer for in Toy Box in Kingdom Hearts
definitely.
3. So I feel like that's kind of get be like that's gonna be a prequel type game, if that makes sense, because
Yeah,
that story has already happened, right? The chick already, the nameless star is already, dead in Kingdom Hearts 3. And I guess Yuzora has already gone through, I don't know, everything he's gone through that
He went
happens
through
in
some
that game.
trials.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like yeah, I think Verum Rex is coming out like maybe a few years after KH4
Hmm.
because like
It would
Nomura
make
definitely
sense.
wants to make that game a thing. He definitely, you can't deny,
Hmm.
he really wants Verum Rex to be a real thing because of the whole Versus 13 thing. He'll do
But
anything
no,
to
I
bring
feel
it
like
back.
that's the thing I was thinking about. I was like, oh, Verum is going to be the Versus 13 story. But no, Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be the Versus 13 story. But then I was like, maybe he divided it and gave the best parts
And
that fit Sora that
then
story,
again,
and
this
then
whole saga is just like giving me those vibes. So I think he's gonna drag it out maybe for
instead of just
at least a
one
couple
really
games.
long
Yeah,
game, it'll be
maybe
a
maybe
bunch
two
of
two or three games. Like
yeah,
Missing Link is very lore heavy, and I'm excited for that. A lot of people don't seem to be excited for Missing Link, but I think it's gonna be a very, very stable game, and I'm definitely gonna get it once I have a new phone.
dude. I'm low key kind of indifferent for that game because
Like
I'm not sure if it's a multiplayer game. I think it's
it
like
is
a single.
multiplayer.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure I've heard it's multiplayer, which that's what I'm excited for. The
But
multiplayer aspect.
I don't know why. Like it looks like a MMO,
Yeah.
but why just
That's-
limit it to mobile? Like they just
Yeah.
really, I think, need that gotcha game,
Yeah. I think
which
it
kind of
definitely should have came to
sucks.
PC, but like
I
still
don't
I
know, dude.
understand why they want to keep like the Union Cross thing going still for a few more years, which I mean I can understand. Like they literally just recently ended Union Cross, and we will get the ending of Dark Road soon,
Yeah,
which
August, I think, right?
yeah. Yeah. It's kind of surprising they've dragged it on for so long.
Well, I mean, there was a whole
There's
team of
two
developers.
there's
There's
two
only
dev
two, yeah.
yeah.
Like everything you see in the last Union Cross update was made by those two people, and then everything in the Dark Road. That's crazy, dude. The Union Cross ending was like an hour like and 40 minutes long, and it's
Yeah.
because like obviously since it was the last update they needed to get that story out. But like, imagine tirelessly just
Two
working on
people.
that, dude.
Yeah, I do feel bad for the two people that have been pushing this update out because they really deserve a break. And I think that we can wait a little bit to see the update, but that's just me, you
I
know.
mean, August. It sounds like they're t- like finished with it. They're just adding final touches to me
Yeah.
because I don't know. I think it was supposed to come out in winter, but now it's not gonna come out anymore. Like
Yeah,
I mean, obviously it's not gonna come out
mhm,
anymore. It got moved because they just couldn't meet the deadline.
true. Yeah, but yeah, man, Missing Link is if Missing Link is multiplayer, I'm definitely excited for it because I've always wanted a multiplayer Kingdom Hearts game that at least plays like the actual games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
So
a 3D art style.
yeah, exactly.
It looks like it's the
So
Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds as well, which makes
yeah,
sense because those
yeah.
assets are like easily usable.
One thing that I've seen people talk about this before, but see, there's because of the how long the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 was, we never did get like an original Kingdom Hearts game for the PS3. So what that means is like the Cage mobile game, Missing Link, it the graphical art style looks like what a Cage game would look like if it released on the PS3, which is very interesting to me, honestly.
Well, I mean, not only is it probably because they're limited because it's on like a
Yeah.
phone, it's
Yeah.
probably because like since they really wanted to go with the 3D route instead of the 2D route Union Cross went with, it's it's just because like they wanted the 3D assets
Yeah,
and it was on
totally.
phone. Because if you look at like the Kingdom of Corona, it looks good, but like you're right, it is what it would look like if it was on the PS3, you know? Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about this earlier. It was so you said how the development for Kingdom Hearts 3 was super long. It was only 5 years. Isn't that crazy? It was only
Yeah.
5 fucking years. I'm going
It felt like way longer though.
it felt
Like
like fucking like 10, dude. I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie.
That's exactly how I feel with Kingdom Hearts 4 because ever since the trailer has announced the flow of time in my head has just slowed down significantly. So like I feel like even if Kingdom Hearts 2, 3, 4, sorry.
Oh my god.
Even if Kingdom Hearts 4 does come out possibly next year, like late next year, it's gonna feel like forever. It's gonna feel like 5 years. I swear. Because like when you're hyped for something, it just takes forever to
Hmm.
actually reach that point.
Dude, and the crazy part is, if they didn't do the switch, the engine switch from Luminous to UE4,
Yeah.
it
Kingdom
would
Hearts
have
3 would have came out
it,
way
it would have
earlier.
come out like 2016, dude. And
Yeah.
that's
So
crazy to
like
think about.
yeah. So like about the engine switching from UE4 to UE5,
Oh yeah, I was
that's
gonna
something I'm
say that
interested
that's
in.
gonna be easy. It's a literal.
Yeah.
It's like I actually downloaded UE5, right? It
Yeah.
it literally I can still open up my projects from UE4. It just says like you need to update it, right? And unless you haven't made like gigantic changes, it's probably not gonna break, you know.
I
And
think they're still using that custom engine that they use for. I think they made one for a more recent UE4 update,
yeah,
and like,
because so you got to think about it like this: when a game comes out, right, in 2016, it's being made using technology from like 3 4 years ago, right? Like Kingdom Hearts 3 came out 2019, right? The engine version was a 2017 engine version, you know, because obviously not only could they not just, keep making updates, it was like at that point, if they kept making updates and tried making the visuals like better, the game would have never like no games would ever come out, They had to
yeah,
like stop themselves there. And I think that's the main reason why Donald and Goofy just look so much better compared to Kingdom Hearts 3 versus Kingdom Hearts 4.
yeah,
It's because of that, like, literally they're using the most recent version of UE4 versus a 2017 version.
yeah. Because UE4 now has like ray tracing and stuff in it, so
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure
yeah,
that's what they're using at the end of the trailer. No, for the whole
it
trailer, actually.
looks really beautiful. Like
Oh
we're
my
getting
god,
to a
dude.
point where the game looks just like the pre-rendered cutscenes,
Dude,
and that's
it does.
everything I live for.
It
That's what
actually
I live for.
it looks better, I feel like. It's a completely different art style, so that's why I kind of say that, but it's still, better. Because
Yeah,
comparing the Kingdom Hearts 4 Sora to the KH3 CG one, the KH3 CGI Sora still has like that cartoonish style hair.
yeah.
But dude, oh my god, his hair.
The art style change. Like I might be one of the few people, I'm not few people. There's a lot of people that are just like me, but like I just love the new Final Fantasy look of Quadratum and everything. Like
Hmm.
Sora's new outfit, his hair. It's just like it
Bro, where'd
perfectly
he get that
describes
outfit from though?
his
Bro.
Sika Sika. You got from Sika Sika.
I do remember.
Dude,
See, wasn't that the
Sika
water
Sika
brown?
coffee.
Oh, it was the coffee brand. Oh my
Yeah.
god,
They
bro.
better have Sika Sika coffee in the
No, all the
Quadratum.
signs in Quadratum are the same ones from the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. So it's like Sika Sika will be there, and it's gonna be in a higher res
That's
too,
crazy.
bro. I
Do
just
you,
realized no one knows what Sika Sika is. So
yeah, we've got to
explain,
explain
explain.
that.
You explain. You explain.
So in Quadratum of Kingdom Hearts 3, there's a bunch of like signs and stores and stuff like Traverse Coffee. And like there's a lot of places you never get to see because you never got to explore Quadratum. But in Kingdom Hearts 4, we will get to explore like Quadratum because it'll be the main world of the game. And Kingdom Hearts 3's Quadratum has a place called Sika Sika Coffee. And
It's actually a sign. It's a
yeah,
really blurry sign that just says Sika Sika
we
coffee, and
actually
I think
found
they
this
spelled
out.
coffee wrong.
We actually found this out because 13th Vessel, I think. Was it 13th Vessel?
Yeah,
They
I think
created the
yeah
Quadratum
he
mod,
created the mod
explorable
for.
Quadratum mod,
Mm-hmm.
and we explored it a bit, and then we found the Sika Sika coffee sign.
Sika Sika.
And then it just became an inside joke then. And I'm really hoping that it'll be in Kingdom Hearts 4 because they've got to keep it consistent. They've got to.
They
Like Traverse
do.
Coffee is definitely going to be in Kingdom Hearts 4.
You know the Dream Eater store?
Yeah.
There's a sign for it in Kingdom Hearts 3, but in Kingdom Hearts 4 you can see it says D Eater on the wall, and I think it might. Don't laugh at that. Why are you laughing?
Sorry, I'm
What's wrong?
sorry.
I think it might be what is it? It might be a clothes brand because
A
I
build No, someone brought up a theory that it might be like a Quadratum Build-A-Bear.
oh, that'd be crazy, dude.
Yeah, you can build your own like pet basically.
I
Cause like
really hope like that apartment that Sora's in is actually just his apartment, you know?
yeah, cause like Sora's really far away from Donald and Goofy. So there's a chance that we might not actually see them teamed up as a party like they are in the other numbered games. So what if Sora instead like has different companions like Strelitzia or even Yuzora?
That's crazy.
Like that would be
Strelitzia
crazy.
is a Keyblade wielder as well. I forgot
Yeah,
about that. So she could, yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude. There's just
Just
so many
thinking about it.
possibilities they can go
Yeah,
with.
and we only know like so little so far. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like how did he get into that apartment? Who changed
Yeah.
his clothes, you know? If it's only
Where did
been a
he get the
week.
clothes from?
Oh, I was going to bring this up. So, obviously, we kind of have to suspend our disbelief, when it comes to, because at the end of the day, it is a game, right? So when we see Sora I'm sorry, in the trailer, it looks like he's aged a year, right?
Yeah.
But it's only been a week. So I feel like we're going to see what Sora was doing in that year. Because to me, the Kingdom Hearts 3 secret episode takes place like right after he disappears. Um, what is it? Right after he disappears from Kyrie, right? And then he goes like he falls asleep or whatever in the final world, and he goes into Yzor's dream, right? And that whole place takes place before the 1 year time skip. So
I
the
feel like the flow of time in Quadratum is different from how it is in Sora's world.
well, I mean that wouldn't explain why he's actually aged a year as well physically.
Yeah, because like he, because of course he's been there for 7 days, but he aged a year obviously. So
No,
like
no.
I
What I'm saying
think
is like, what if we see what he did in that 1 year? Like, what if that one
yeah,
year he spent in Quadratum, you know? But I don't.
yeah.
They might not go through with that.
But hey, like it's Square we're talking about. They literally like give us the biggest surprises. Like the Cage 4 trailer was a huge surprise. Everything that they showed was like I've never expected that I would see anything like this before in this series.
I'm not gonna lie. They kind of hinted at it a little bit too much, right? The swords holding one, two,
Yeah.
three, and then a blank, and then the book with the
Yeah.
pins with every single game. Like, obviously, we knew they were gonna announce the next game. We just didn't
Yeah.
know what.
Yeah,
But
we expected it, but like I didn't expect it to turn out the way that it did. That's what I'm
oh,
saying.
dude, the new logo as well. I really like it. I really
Yeah.
dig it.
I really like it. It's the new saga and it's like a new, a fresh start. I feel like Cage 4 would be like the Cage 1 of I don't know how I'm saying this, but it'll be like the Cage 1 of this new saga.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
It's gonna introduce a bunch of new things for old players, and it's just gonna introduce a bunch of new players as well.
Yeah, which I'm really fan of. Like just
Hmm.
reinventing the series with every game. Like people complain that like there's always an excuse for why Sora is always like at square one at the start of every game.
Hmm.
But like I think that just makes it easier to get into it, you know? Like you don't have to know everything. Like for me personally, I think it'd be best if you knew all about the series before going in. Because like for me personally, I'm planning to replay the whole series before KH4 comes out. Like
Hmm.
that's just me. But I think that the little Sora's forgetting everything and having memory loss, it's a good excuse for new players to like get into it better, get integrated into it.
Hmm. Wait, he has memory loss?
I mean, in Cage 2, he forgets
Oh,
what
yeah, yeah, yeah.
happened
He
and the
forgets that
memories.
1 year.
In
Yeah.
Cage 3, he forgets his powers because of Xehanort.
Well,
In
no, he
Cage
does.
4,
He loses his powers because
yeah,
like his heart was like succumbed to
yeah,
to
succumb to
darkness.
darkness.
But yeah,
And I
I
feel like
really like how
Cage,
they do the canon
yeah,
explanations as to how because games like for example, Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
uh-huh.
Versus Horizon Forbidden West. I don't think they give a canon explanation as to why you lose all your. Maybe they do, right? And if they do, that's awesome. But if they don't, it's like okay, you have to suspend your disbelief there. Like just move on. It's a game, you know. But doing that little inclusion of like why he gets reset at the beginning of each game really makes sense, and I like
Yeah,
that.
I really like it too. I think Nomura's just a pro when it comes to this. Like people like to dog on Nomura a lot for his like storytelling choices, but personally, I think he has a lot of potential as a storyteller.
Dude, no.
I'm
How
really
do you even
excited.
come up with this, dude? Like
Yeah,
people were expecting a side game, but like this completely,
blew me out of the water.
yeah, it changed everything. It took everyone's expectations and completely just fucked
Yeah.
them basically. Jesus. No, I'm being serious, dude. It's like I was in shock, honestly, because not only have I not felt hype like this since like Kingdom Hearts 3, it's like all the mistakes they made, I know they're not going to make for this game, you know?
Yeah,
Showing too
that's what
much in
I'm
the
very
trailers,
excited
they're
for.
not going to do that, you know?
I'm
The
very excited for that.
the gameplay, dude. Oh my god.
The chain, the to the
Yeah.
new form changes. And actually, I have a you know how in the command menu there's an option called build and
Oh
like
yeah. He talked
yeah.
about it a little bit in a
So yeah, I have a theory for what that might be. Because you know how Zora can steal your weapons and stuff?
that's yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think building is like Keyblade Forge.
So, I think he called it is scrap and build. He said it's called a scrap and build mechanic. He said he can't go into detail now with it, but he like more information will like obviously be available later. To me, that does sound like you take because okay, the reaction command he does, it looks like he's blocking but also absorbing the power from the
Yeah,
dark side,
the
right?
Zora's new abilities are definitely inspired by Zora. Like
A hundred
that much
percent.
has to be.
100. Do you think he's gonna lose his Keyblade?
No, I don't, because he literally had the Keyblade in the trailer, so I
I
wouldn't
know, but
see why he
like
would
I
lose it.
know, but like reason I bring that up is like this is fiction. This is the world of fiction in like Sora's from Sora's perspective, Quadratum is fiction and unreality and like an afterlife, right?
Yeah.
So and if there's no light or oh shit, you know what? Forget everything I said. So you know how Sterlitzia dies in Union Cross, right?
Yeah.
And then Lushu takes her ghost, her data, right? Puts her in one of the pods and sends her to be a seed of light in the future.
Yeah.
Quadratum is a world with neither light or darkness. So her being the seed of light for that world makes sense because if there's light, like Lushu planted the seed of light for there to be darkness, in which there is darkness.
Oh, damn.
So that's why Sora can use his Keyblade in a place where light or darkness doesn't
Yeah. I
exist because there's already light and darkness.
so yeah, that would mean like before the events of whatever happens in the trailer, Sora like might have lost his weapon. And what if he uses like what if the Keyblades are like inspired by like Final Fantasy 15? That would be crazy.
Dude, the main reason I was saying like, oh, he's probably gonna lose his Keyblade is because if there's no light or darkness here, then how is he fucking using
Yeah,
a Keyblade,
you're
which is
right.
literally light? But then I realized not only is there fucking darkness, but Sterlitzia being there is also light. She hasn't aged, by the way. So like you saying how there might be like some time manipulation going, like 7 days might be a year in the Kingdom Hearts universe, but like it might just be 7 days in the Quadram universe. But then again, that wouldn't really explain why he's aged a year, you know?
Yeah.
Unless he was in the final world for a whole year.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too. Like, because apparently, this is just the theory too. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this for sure, but people are saying that the good ending is like the canon one. We've just like universally agreed that the ending where
Why
Sora defeats
why would
Zora
he why
is
would he
canon.
include two endings though?
Yeah, because he wants us to guess. That's why.
No, no, dude. It's it's because he's creating two timelines. Because
No.
because think about it, think about it. They could have easily just had it if you die, you just fucking click retry, you know, until you beat him and get the actual ending, you know. But there has to be a reason why he implemented two different cutscenes, one where you win and
Oh,
one where you
dude.
lose.
Oh, dude. Like. So you're saying that there's some like timeline shit going on,
Yeah,
and that
it's possible. Honestly, the first time I watched the trailer, I was like, this isn't this this isn't our Sora. Like it's probably a different Sora because time. Not only does time travel exist, but like he's older when a year has gone by, but he's dead. So how does a dead person age? First of all, second of all, if he's been in the like okay, he broke one of the cardinal like rules of the like Kingdom Hearts universe,
yeah.
and because of that, he was banished. That's how I think about it, right? And he was banished to a world like he was not allowed to exist anywhere in the Kingdom Hearts universe. So that includes the final world. So that's why he was sent to Quadratum, right? So why he's aged a year when it's been 7 days or whatever, like I think there's two different timelines. There has to be.
Yeah, bro. Like, because Thor's whole stick that he did in Cage 3, it already splitted the timeline in two. So, like, I wouldn't even be surprised if there was like some timeline fuckery going on here. Because we were already introduced to that in Dream Drop and Cage 3. So, like,
Exactly.
it would be perfect for them to interject that into here.
Exactly. And it would honestly it it would make sense like he's the only character other than that other cloaked figure in the trailer that doesn't talk. But the thing is, it's fucking Sora. Like, why doesn't he talk in the trailer? Probably I don't know.
I think his voice actor just is gonna going for a different approach, and that's why they're trying to keep it a surprise
Ooh,
for us.
dude,
Because like
that's gonna be
Haley
sick.
Joel is definitely gotten older,
They're
and
finally gonna
he
let him
definitely
use his
can.
real voice.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to do the baby Sora voice anymore. He's gonna sound older. He's definitely gonna
Oh,
sound older because he
dude,
looks older.
I really
Yeah,
just listen. Honestly, there's no, there's no reason to like speculate this much about like honestly, what I said about the two timelines is probably incorrect. Obviously,
yeah.
because
It's just
anything
theory.
anything we think is just incorrect in the eyes of Nomura. Jesus, but I do think that they're really going for a serious, more serious tone,
Yeah, definitely.
and
And I'm
like,
really happy about that because like Cage 3 was hella like Cage 3 had hella like input from Disney with Frozen and
yeah,
Tangled and stuff like
exactly,
that. And I
bro.
think this time they're letting Square Enix take over a little bit, a
Because
little
yeah,
bit.
no, Nomura took it up the ass just so he could finally do what he wanted,
Exactly.
and
That's
I'm
the
oh
same way
my
I think.
god, dude. Imagine all the cool live action worlds we could get.
Yeah, Star Wars, maybe even Marvel. Oh my God.
I
Because
don't think they're
think
gonna
about
do
it.
Marvel. That
Think
would
about
be a
it.
little too com.
Big Hero 6 was Marvel. So if you think about it, we have a chance. Because I don't know what live actions they're gonna do yet. Because we
Tron,
already know
they
the
could do
Star
Tron
Wars.
again.
Oh
Um,
yeah, you're
listen,
right.
listen. Monsters Inc. is a sequel, and it's canon to the Monsters Inc. movies, right? The
Yeah,
Toy Story isn't canon because it's kind of like in between the movies, I guess. What is it? The Big Hero 6 stuff is also canon to the Big Hero 6 movies, So if they ever make a new Big Hero 6 movie, I really hope they don't like talk about Sora directly, right? But they have the new powers that they get in Kingdom Hearts 3,
yeah.
and that would be a cool inclusion. But I feel like they could possibly like do a continuation of like Tron Tron
Yeah, that
story,
sounds good.
um I'm pretty sure they're gonna do what they did with the Caribbean with Star Wars because it looks like it would make more sense for that Star Wars because it's Star Wars. There's a ton of story
Yeah.
there. Um I don't know, dude. What world would you want to see if you could choose
Gee,
one?
I genuinely don't know because I'm not like huge on Disney. Like I know the basic Disney movies like Lion King, Aladdin, and stuff.
Hmm.
But like personally, I would want to see like I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know very many Disney live action movies for me to make this judgment. But like I
I
would
wouldn't
like to
mind
see.
seeing Brave if they were gonna do
Yeah.
cartoon
Oh yeah.
still.
Wait. I know. Either Coco or
Ooh.
like damn. Yeah, Coco. Because think about it. Donald and Goofy. are like
Oh,
literally in hell. They're in
dude,
the afterlife
that's crazy.
looking
They
for
could take a
Sora.
bunch of movies that like
Oh,
deal
you know
with
what?
that.
Soul.
Soul,
Soul. Yeah,
dude, that's actually fucking genius, dude. Because though I'm pretty sure the game is gonna be split up into two segments. I feel like there's gonna
definitely.
be
There's gonna be
um
the Donald and Goofy side and then Sora's side.
exactly, and the thing is, Sora's side is gonna have Riku in it because Riku is like he's going to Quadratum, right? So
Yeah,
I feel like the
definitely.
Don because we need we're not they're not gonna let us play as Donald and fucking Goofy. They need a third like person, and I was thinking they might do
Mickey.
Kyrie. I was gonna say Mickey
Oh,
as
Kyrie. Yeah, yeah,
well.
Kyrie. But Mickey is going to Scala.
No, but the thing
So
is,
he has
dude,
his own
like,
little arc.
oh shit, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, yeah, dude. Because at the end he said, Mickey, you go look for like go investigate Scala, um, and then Kyrie's training with Aqua. I wonder. I don't know, dude.
There's so much
This
I
is
want to see. Like, there's just
yeah,
so much that we want to see. Like, Kyrie and Aqua, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and then Sora's side, Riku,
probably
and
just
then
Riku and Sora
Yuzora.
and
Yeah,
Yozora. Yeah.
Sterlitzia too, Nameless Star.
Oh, dude, Sterlitzia. I keep forgetting about it, and it's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
I that's such a unpredictable character.
I never expected her to even be in the
Where's
story at all,
Scold?
but
Oh my god, I thought
yeah,
Scold
Subject
was gonna be.
X.
What are they gonna do with that storyline? Like what? Oh my,
Exactly. There's so many like little mini arcs that I want to see adapted, but
there
like I
has
don't
to be
know
a
how they're
side
gonna
game.
do it.
There has
Yeah,
to be a side game, dude.
definitely. I
I
think I think there's gonna be like a side game after Cage 4, or maybe even before if they're
yeah. Don't
bold enough
forget,
to
zero
announce.
point two came out like
Yeah,
before Kingdom Hearts 3, and it was like
if
kind
they're
of unannounced.
yeah, if they're bold enough to like announce a little mini game like somewhere in between now and Cage 4's like completion, that would be crazy. Like a
Because
Kyrie game.
0.2 was like kind of the prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3. You needed to play 0.2 to understand where Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to pick up. Unless they want to like go into Kingdom Hearts 4 super mysteriously with no build up, no setup, right? They're probably just going to do that. But if they want to build up, give some like give a little bit of tidbit of like story so people can ease into Kingdom Hearts 4, then they're probably going to do a side game.
Yeah, definitely. I actually am now convinced that we will be getting like a shorter, but still a game like before Kingdom Hearts 4 that isn't missing Link. Isn't missing Link.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because like okay, if we want Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts 4, she's gonna have to leave Aqua, so we're never gonna see her train with Aqua unless they fucking include that story in Kingdom Hearts 4. Dude, do you think they're probably gonna make this a really big game, like a super long game as well?
Oh, I hope so. I really want a long and concise game that I can just dig my teeth in. That's all I want from Square Enix. Like
That'd be smart.
I love just long games full of story. Kingdom Hearts 3 was great, but sadly it was really short and there was not like a lot of story until the very end.
Hmm.
And Kingdom Hearts 4, I want that to change. I want a very long game, just story all over it. That would be amazing.
And again, I understand why they did what they did for Kingdom Hearts 3,
Yeah, true. Because Nomura just wanted to get it over with so he can move on and do his dream story.
and I'm glad he is. I'm so
Exactly.
oh, dude. Whenever I think about the future, it's like, because
It's
before
exciting.
we didn't have anything to go off of, but now we do, and it's
Yeah.
crazy. It is crazy that it's real.
Like even waiting in 2021 when the PC releases dropped, like I was Nomura was like, "Oh, there won't be any major Cage news," and I just held on. I held on. I didn't stop holding on, and then I was so satisfied when he dropped that trailer because
Hmm.
like it was everything I ever wanted.
Exactly. Now I have something like to look
Something to
forward
look
to,
forward
bro.
to. Exactly. I have
Because
something to
before I
live
didn't.
for.
There was a couple games, but they already came out. Summer's coming up, so a bunch of new games are gonna be announced, but like nothing's really coming. Actually, I think there's a ton of games coming out.
Yeah.
this year actually. But anyways, it's Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts 4.
But like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 is the like, cause if it wasn't for Kingdom Hearts 4, I wouldn't be alive. Cause like I had gone through a phase where, I was like, oh, I have nothing to live for. I'm better off dead. But then I'm thinking like Kingdom Hearts 4 is something that I have to live and experience. So like I can't die until I see the end of Kingdom Hearts. Like I need to see everything so I can be satisfied. I won't die happy until Kingdom Hearts 4 and like everything else that comes out after that here and we have it. I need to experience that, you know?
Are you you can talk to me whenever, man. You know? Ah,
I mean,
if
I'm just saying like it's
you
giving me a
finally have a
reason to
light at
live.
the end of the tunnel, is that what you
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A
Jesus
reason
Christ,
to
that was a
live.
horrible analogy.
I
Was that an analogy, man? Or
don't even know.
oh my god. Oh my, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I low key do agree with that because everything was becoming stale and bland,
Yeah,
and like all the games that I'm playing or were playing were like, I think I'm just chronically
I'm
addicted to
burnt
Kingdom
out.
Hearts, dude.
Yeah, I can't live without Kingdom Hearts. It's just my life stream of energy. Like, Kingdom Hearts is the reason I'm here today talking to you, critic. Kingdom Hearts,
That's crazy. You're right.
without Kingdom Hearts, like, I wouldn't have joined Open Cage. I wouldn't have met you. It's the reason I met you, and like, it's the reason we're here doing this podcast right now. It's the reason we're such great friends.
It's the reason we're humming critically, dude.
Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
Kingdom Hearts has brought us together. And that I appreciate so much. That's why I eternally am grateful to Square Enix, Disney, and Tetsuya Nomura for everything they've done for like me as a person. I wouldn't have met all my friends through it.
That's it's from the heart. I can tell
Yeah, straight from the heart.
straight from the heart, dude. I uh I got introduced to Kingdom Hearts back when 1.5 came out, like back in 2013. I think this was back when the teaser for Cage 3 that came out as well. And I watched it and I didn't understand anything. Like I didn't know what the Master's Defender was. I didn't even know who Sora was, bro. Um, and by the time I got through like I don't know, I got stuck at Tarzan's world in Kingdom Hearts 1. So I gave up. I started playing Rechain and then I gave up. And then I started playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and then I gave up because 2013, I'm fucking like a retarded baby
Yeah.
child, so I don't know how to play video games. But I'm pretty sure I've played and beaten every single Kingdom Hearts game except for Rechain of Memories.
Yeah, me neither. I got into Kingdom Hearts through in 2011 because
Hey yo,
yeah, my sister, she bought Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days on the DS, and I watched her play it a little bit, and I was like, damn, this game is cool. So I went and bought my own copy, and then like I fell in love. Like I couldn't
it's
stop
just
playing
like
it.
it's such a good. I don't know. I feel like sure it's like a kids game, right? And like I'm getting older,
Yeah. But like
but
I'm still in
but
love with
Kingdom
it.
Hearts 4 is kind of changing that, like it
Yeah.
is for older people now. You don't have to be a kid. You can be a kid, play Kingdom Hearts 4, right? There's going to be Disney Worlds, obviously, right? Frozen 2 is going to 100 I'm pretty sure it's already like confirmed that's a world.
Yeah.
Um but like I don't know, I really like the theme they're going with. Realistic, real.
Like even if it's a kid's game, the child in me is still like very happy for this because
Exactly.
like I was introduced through Days. I loved it. Then I went back and I no, then Dream Drop Distance came out right after, and I was like, oh damn, a new DS game. I've got to play this. I actually ended up giving up on Dream Drop Distance because Zemnis was way too hard, and I was a dumb little child. I couldn't
Exactly, dude.
comprehend how to beat him. But I ended up beating it eventually. And then I was like, okay, this is a cool ass series. I should play it in order. So I went back and played KH1. It gave me like hell because Chernobog. And then like I finally beat it and I loved Kingdom Hearts 2 and like I just became a super fan at this point. I don't think I'll be honest, like I've been a fan for like over a decade now, and I don't think it's ever gonna grow off me.
Holy
I think I'm gonna be
shit,
a Kingdom
yeah.
Hearts fan forever.
Next year is gonna make it a decade for me.
Yeah.
That's
I think I'm
crazy.
gonna be a Kingdom Hearts fan forever.
Nah, dude,
And
like
like
for real. It's like it's kind of infected
and I'm not
into
even mad
me.
about that because like I personally love this series to death. The only reason I'm living and breathing right now is to experience Kingdom Hearts.
That's crazy. That's because, bro, the only thing, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think I've told this story, but I haven't told you this story. So, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out on a Tuesday, okay? Where I live, right? It came out on a Tuesday in the middle of like the first semester for my freshman year, right? I prayed to fucking God for a whole year after, like, whenever they announced the release date. From that day forward, I prayed. I got on my knees and I would pray. I was like, please, God, just please let me not have school that day. I don't care how. I don't care whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be able to skip. Just please let me not have school. Um,
Yeah.
Dude, they canceled school for 2 days.
Dude, oh my
They canceled it for
God.
Wednesday and Thursday. So I went to school, right? Tuesday, but I came home and I was able to like play the game, you know? And I was able to play for Wednesday and Thursday. Do you want to know why they canceled school, dude?
Yeah.
Because because of a fucking thunderstorm. They were
Oh
they were
my God.
it didn't even rain. That was literally it wasn't a coincidence, dude. If God is real, I have proof and it's this. It's
Nah, bro.
crazy,
That is
dude.
like
Like even my
that's proof right
friends knew
there.
about it. They were like, "Bro, what are the chances?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I talked to God. He did it, man. I'm telling you." Like
Oh my God. That's a blessing.
it's dude,
That is
it's either I put it out into the universe enough and my chakra fucking like activated or something, but dude, it was an experience. But the worst part is, right? I'm in my room, the game's downloaded. I'm about to start playing, right? My brother comes into the room, starts talking to me. I'm like, "Bro, get the fuck out of my room." My brother is 10 years older than me, right? He
oh my
got
God.
pissed. He got so pissed that he unplugged my PlayStation and he took it.
Oh my
And bro,
God.
it was so aggravating. It was like the worst feeling ever. I ended up getting it an hour later after he calmed down, but like sure I was disrespectful, I admit that, right? But he
But like
honestly
in
he
the
should
heat
have
of the
gotten the fuck
moment,
out of
what
my
can you
room.
do?
No, he
In
no
the
no no.
heat of the moment, what could you do?
What?
When the heat of the moment, what could you do?
No. Bitch, I'm about to play the game. Oh my god. Oh, you don't realize. You don't realize. Anyways. That I will there are so many memories I have with Kingdom Hearts 3, dude. There are just so
Yeah,
many things I can just look back at and just smile, like thinking about them, remembering them, right? Just a
exactly.
lot of good memories. And I like that feeling for the future with Kingdom Hearts 4 just gets me hyped every time.
And I'm gonna be honest too, like when Kingdom Hearts 3 first released on the PS4, I was like burnt out on the series at the time, so like I wasn't actually into it.
No way,
But
dude.
so I didn't get to, and I didn't have a PlayStation either, so I didn't get to actually play it.
Well, you do have
I
one now
dodged, yeah, I do,
with nothing on it.
thankfully. Yeah, but so a few years later, because Kingdom Hearts coming on PC like literally changed everything for me.
What?
I I the games came out in 2021, and that was my first experience with Kingdom Hearts 3. And let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you, I loved every moment of it. I stayed up
Wait, so
for
you got into like Kingdom Hearts 3 mainly when it came out on PC.
yeah,
Wait,
because I didn't have a
I thought you were a
PlayStation at
super
the time.
fan. Oh yeah, nah, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie, bro.
I am a
I
super fan.
forgot,
I
bro.
am a super fan. Now I am.
Well,
And
I wouldn't be too sure, man.
I literally stayed up like all night for 2 weeks straight playing nothing but Kingdom Hearts 3. And like
Bro,
it was
I beat the game so fast, dude. I
yeah,
feel like I ruined my experience with the game because I wanted to play through it so fast to like know the story that I kind of
didn't enjoy it.
didn't enjoy it. Like I got to the end and I was like, wait, that's it? And I felt bad because I was like, if I because I knew if I had taken my time, I would have like savored it a little bit more, and I would have
Yeah.
enjoyed it a little bit more,
No, I,
right?
I definitely took my time. But
I'm
like,
I'm
here's the thing.
100%
I
taking
I
my
was
time with it.
playing with like easy codes, so like I didn't
Oh,
get to like
what? Oh,
experience
yeah,
the
because
challenge.
you got it after the DLC. You didn't go through the pain of having to wait for the DLC,
Yeah.
bro. This
So
guy,
like yeah, because I played Kingdom Hearts 3 on PC, I joined the Open Cage Discord, and that's where I met you.
dude.
And
I
whole
remember. I
that's where
know.
we got the ball rolling.
That's how it all started. 2 years ago now,
Yeah.
or 1 year?
It's been a
1 year.
year, a whole year,
That's
surprisingly.
crazy, dude. That's
Yeah, I
fucking.
never would have thought I'd be here today.
I I'm thinking back onto it now. Back when Remind came out, I took my time with Remind, and I had because the story of Remind was also a little bit better because it was DLC, right? No filler.
Yeah.
I had a lot more time. Like I enjoyed my time playing Remind a lot more than the actual Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. But like I'm a super fan now and I will never stop. I will never burn out on this series and
You
I'll
make
never stop
art.
being
You
a
make art. Link in the
yeah, I will
description
never
below.
burn out. Yeah, I recently just added some more details about myself into my Twitter bio.
Really? Well, what does it say?
You can go check for yourself. I don't think I'll give our audience the pain of having to hear it. I
Oh
sometimes I
no.
forget that there's people listening to us like
Oh yeah,
this
just right now.
recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I kind of low key forgot, and I started like messing with my table. I was like, oh no, it's like that noise of the click is recording. They're gonna
Yeah.
hear that. Whoops. It's
But
whatever
like
though.
yeah,
First
I'm
episode, live and
probably
learn.
yeah. I'll probably be a fan forever. I won't burn out. Not from now on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because it's
What makes?
literally my whole life now.
Oh no.
Make art of it. I talk about it. It like you make videos of like a lot of stuff, but mainly Kingdom Hearts. Like I don't think you have a choice either.
Un- Unfortunately, dude. Let me tell you something about my YouTube channel. So I'm pretty sure I started freshman. Okay, so the summer going into my sophomore year, right? I started by making a ton of videos of like different games, commentary videos, a bunch of different videos. I then ended up making. I was really on the fence of making Kingdom Hearts content because like my friends follow my channel, and I was like they don't really know that much about Kingdom Hearts, and they I don't know like bad perception I guess of me, so I kind of like stayed away from Kingdom Hearts content, but I always wanted to make some, right? And
Me
then I made
too.
one or two videos, and they all kind of like just blew up. This was before I started modding as well, and then they started blowing up, and then I was able to stream it. I had like some streamers, and that's where I made my Discord, the Discord channel, channel
Yeah.
server. Um, and then I started modding. So not unfortunately, but like it is my life, and I'm proud of it,
Yeah.
kind of. Because I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of cage streamers that have recently been like, I have to make Kingdom Hearts content because if I make any other
Exactly.
type of content, no one watches it, which
Yeah, that's
really
exactly how
sucks.
I feel. That's exactly how I feel. See, before when first started as an artist in I was in middle school, I think. I was in eighth grade. This
Hmm.
was in like 2016, I think. I mainly made art of like various games, Five Nights at Freddy's, mainly Mario. I loved
Hmm.
Mario. I was obsessed with him. I still am. I have like 9, 10 of my Switch library is Mario games. And like I've always wanted to do KH content though. Like at that time, I was booting up MMD, playing with the Roxas's model, making little like fun stuff with them. But
Yeah,
like then when I burnt out a bit, and then when Cage 3 came out, that's when I was like, oh, look at these cool ass models. And
and
I
then you
started
stole
making
them.
yeah, yeah. I started making renders with them and it was like, damn, like my art actually looks pretty nice. People actually liked it too. That made me feel very appreciated. And like then it started to blow up like crazy and I was like, damn, I should just do this forever. Like people would love me for
Get
it.
clout. Nah, dude,
Yeah.
the stuff you make is actually really cool. You're gonna make the thumbnail for this video, by the way. I hope you realize that.
I appreciate getting to do the work because it's just I'm just doing what I love doing, I love
No, I'm
making art. I
forcing
love
you, even if you don't want to do it.
No, I love doing it.
No,
I'm
I'll make you hate it.
okay. That's great. But I'm still down to do it anyway because that's what I'm made for.
You're made for making art.
Pretty perfect thumbnails.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna make all my thumbnails from now on? Is that
I'll
what you're
make
saying?
thumbnails. I'll make thumb. I mean, look, usually this is where I'd say I have a price for this kind of stuff. But you're a great friend to me. You're like a really cool guy. I enjoy talking to you,
Oh
hanging out
man,
with you,
you're making me
and like
tear up, man. Come on, man.
I would be willing to do stuff for you for free.
Little does he know I have blackmail on him, and this is the only reason he's agreeing. Why are you laughing?
No, but for real, like you are a really great guy, and I appreciate having you around.
Thank you.
You make my life a lot better.
Thank you,
Just
dude.
know that.
I You don't realize how much that truly means to me, man. I sometimes wake up in the morning, I stare at myself in the mirror, I don't recognize myself. But then I sit down and I at my computer and I realize, "Oh my god, I'm I'm critic perfect."
Yeah, you are, and you should be proud of it.
Critical perfection.
So this has been humming critically.
This has
It
been humming critically.
it's been a wonderful talk with you. I'm
We were
glad we
aiming
got
for 15 minutes for the first
yeah.
fucking episode, but we're an hour and 3 minutes in.
It's crazy. We just have such great chemistry together.
That's actually I feel like we need to work on our timing because I feel like we interrupted each other a little bit. But again,
Yeah.
for the first ever recording, like
This
for
was
real
great.
recording, I it was amazing, dude.
It was great.